guys, I'm Tamika Davis, Double Diamond for the It Works, and I wanted to take some time to go over a little bit about a 6 list. So we did a team training about this on Sunday, and I kind of got a little bit too far off topic. For those of you that are on know exactly what I'm talking about. So I didn't want to post that recording, so I decided to make a new one and kind of make it a little bit more organized. And so what is a 6 list? A 6 list is a list of income producing business building activities that you are going to complete that day. And for me, I like to do the 6 list. I like to plan it out the night before I go to bed. So then that way I know exactly what to expect the next day. And also, sometimes I'll kind of get an outline for the whole entire month at the beginning of the month. And then, I'll look at it on Sunday and kind of, add a little bit more for the week, get a little bit more in depth. And then I will look at it the night before and make sure that I've at least got 6 things. Sometimes it's more, sometimes if I know I'm gonna have a busy day, it's a little bit less, but it's a 6 list. So the goal is to do at least 6 income producing business building activities. So I'm going to give you a long list of everything that I can possibly think of that I do on a daily basis or weekly basis or monthly basis to build my business. So the first thing I'm going to tell you to get is a calendar. Now I love this calendar because I just got it at the dollar store and it has the whole entire year. So right now it's November 2017, and so I set up my calendar usually the last day of the month. And so on November 30th, I am going to come in and fill out my December calendar. And so you can kind of see I've already got one thing on there, and then of course there's Christmas and stuff. But the things that I'm writing in here, and I color coordinate because I am obsessed with organization, is I write down in and I highlight in blue all of the business building things. So when there's team calls or events or things like that. In pink, I'm writing down when I'm having parties. In green, I'm writing down information about the products. And then in yellow, I'll just highlight like things I need to make sure that I work around, like things that are in my schedule that might cause me to, not be able to get as much done. So that way I can make up for it the day before or the day after and make sure that I'm working around it. So I recommend that you guys get a calendar. Now, the It Works calendar or the It Works planner just got launched today, which I'm super excited about. And what's cool is that every day it has a little spot for you to put your 6 list in. So this is going to be a very helpful video once you get that planner ordered, that you can use this to kind of fill up your 6 list. And I'm super excited. I ordered mine first thing this morning. Okay, so get a calendar. That way you can kind of organize your day or your month kind of overall at a glance. And then the other thing that I really like is in the It Works Survival Pack, they have these 2 different notebooks. And this one is just a regular notebook with paper. And this one and lines. And then this one has a little check off. So my weekly game plan, I will blitz this many, I will wrap this many, I will sign this many DTs and this many LCs, and then your extra things, let me turn this off, that you're going to be doing for the week. And so for me, I love lists and I love to be able to check things off. It makes me feel like I had a productive day. So you're going to have lots of different options. What's important is that you just find what works for you. A lot of times I can make a mental list in my head. Other times I've got to make sure that I write it down because I've got a lot of things that I need to get done. And so to be able to check it off my list. And what I love about a 6 list is at the end of the day, whether you did what you said you were going to do or not. And I feel like consistency is the best thing that you can do for this business, is have the discipline to do what you said you were going to do. And, Cami Dempsey always says, if you fail to make your plan, then you're planning to fail. And so to plan it the night before. So I'm going to challenge you guys right now. Think about your day tomorrow. Okay, what time are you going to wake up? Hopefully it's not when the baby wakes up, or hopefully it's not whenever you decide your body is ready to wake up, you wake up. Like, I hope that you set an alarm and you wake up in the morning and you open your business. And that you think about the things that you need to do, that you want to do, that you have to do, those kinds of things. And then you're working around your schedule. For me, it depends on the day, I've got different activities, which I'll go over, and I'm going to do certain ones on certain days of the month. So I've kind of broken it down into sections, but a lot of these can go into different sections. And so here are some business building, income producing activities that you can do on a daily basis to build your business. So get a pen and paper and write some of these down, or you're going to need to go back and rewatch this video multiple times because I talk pretty fast. I'll try and slow it down though. So, first thing, things that you can do for yourself to build the business. Okay. Number one, personal development. Personal development is so important. And this can be listening to a self-help book, like it can be listening to a business building book, something that inspires you, gets you motivated, gets you excited. It could be a YouTube video, it could be meditation, but doing some kind of personal development to grow your mind. Because if you are not growing your mind, then your business cannot grow. And that's rule number one. If you are not growing yourself, then you are not going to be able to keep up with your business. Either your business will pass you or it will never go anywhere. Okay, so on a daily basis, personal development every single day is something that I do every single day. Now, some days it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Other days it's an hour or two, especially if I'm driving. I don't listen to music. If I'm working out, there's no music. It's all books or training videos on YouTube. So personal development, very important. So other things that you can do for yourself is I always make sure that I make posts every single day on Facebook. I'm making 3 to 5 posts. I'm making a couple on Instagram. For me, I do the majority of my stuff on Facebook, so that's what I'm going to be talking about. But you can relate this to Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, whatever else there is, okay? Sending out messages. How many are you going to send? How many are going to be new? How many are going to be follow-ups? How many are going to be for potential customers, potential distributors? I like to figure that out ahead of time. So normally I say, okay, I'm going to do 20 follow-ups. I'm going to do 10 new. I'm going to send 5 potential distributor messages. So it ends up being, 35 messages, 35 messages a day, is usually my minimum. Like that's what I do on a daily basis. Now, some days it could be a little bit less depending on what I have going on, and other days it might be more if I've got more time to do that, or especially if there's any deals or sales going on. Okay, so things that I do for myself is send my messages, make my posts. Nobody else can do that for me. Okay, I plan my parties. I've started a YouTube channel, which is way outside of my comfort zone, which is where you found this video. And so, I don't have a lot of followers or subscribers, but I do it for myself. I do it because it's things that I feel like my team needs. And so if I make a video about it, then it's easy for me to ship it out and it's going to save me time in the long run. And I've tried to search on YouTube for other people's videos, but they just don't include everything that I want it to include. So why not just do it myself, right? Other things that you can do is search in your It Works Office app, find an event near you, make a plan to go there. If there isn't an event near you, create your own. I've done that before. I live in Wyoming and we had never had an event here before. And so, at least when I was in the business, and so, I do monthly team trainings or weekly wrap parties for my team. Like I can create my own training event for my team. I can stream it online, and that's something that I can do for myself and also for my team. And the thing about it is if you are able to teach somebody something, then it shows that you really learn it and it helps you learn it better. You can watch training videos. I like to go back through the eSuite and watch that training academy, or research product information. I'll go on YouTube and search how to sign distributors, how to sign customers, how to do this, how to do that. And I'll just watch YouTube videos and learn more, like it kind of goes back up to personal development. Learn more so that way you can grow. Setting up your auto shipment. Okay, making sure that that's taken care of. Prepping your calendar. That's something that I do. Like I said, on the last day of the month, I'll prep my calendar. So that's on my 6th list to do on November 30th. It's what, November 27th right now, but I already know that's something that's on my 6th list to do. On the last day of the month, prep my calendar. Okay, write out your steps to success. You can print it out. You can get a piece of paper. You just write December steps to success. 1, 2, 3, 4 loyal customers. 1, 2, 3 distributors, and write down some goals for the month. And I'm also excited for our calendar or our It Works planner, because it's going to have our steps to success on the monthly section for every single month. So that's going to be really nice that it'll already be on there. And that's the thing about this, you guys, is why not let's see, what did they say? Work smarter, not harder, right? And so here's going to be a way where, you spend the $39 for the planner and it's going to save you in the long run for that whole entire month. You're not going to have to write out your steps to success. You're not going to have to find the calendar because it's already going to be in there. You're already going to have a spot to write your 6 list. Like, it should get you excited to work your business. Other things that you can schedule for yourself is team calls. Okay, when are team calls going on? If you're new to the business, contact your upline and see if there's an ambassador or diamond leader that does a weekly team call. Corporate does their family call every Sunday, show me the money call every Monday, a freedom fresh start call on Tuesdays. So tune into those, write those on your 6 list. Those are things that you can do for yourself to inspire and keep yourself excited. Wearing your gear, maybe you don't have very much, maybe you're one of those people that just wears it every single day, which is great, but maybe you're not. So maybe you're like, okay, I know that I'm going to be going here. I'm going to go to the mall and go shopping with some friends. And so I want to make sure that I'm wearing my It Works shirt, or I want to make sure that I'm wearing my lanyard. Put that on your 6 list, okay? Anything that's going to be income producing, business building activity, put it on your 6 list. Okay, so that's what I kind of thought about what you can do. Moving on to parties. So you've got parties set up in your calendar already. You already know when you're going to be doing your parties. So, if I'm going to do a fall into savings on this day, then I need to make sure that these days ahead of time, I'm marketing for it. I'm inviting people. So I'm going to put that on my 6 list. I'm going to spend, Monday, instead of sending maybe 20 follow-ups, maybe I'm going to do 20 party invites. Maybe I'm going to make some pictures or create some wording, do some marketing, find a host to do a party. Maybe I'm going to spend, a day that I'm going to message X amount until I get 2 hosts to host a party that month. Maybe you've got your party set up and you're doing it that night and you need to prep for it. Okay, that can be on your 6 list. You're doing a party tonight, so make sure that you set out some time to get it all ready. You can do an online party, an in-person party, a live Facebook party. You can do sample open houses, a wrap party, personal wrap appointments. Like, all of these things count as parties, but you've got to make sure that you take time before they happen to put in the work that it takes to make that party successful. Because a lot of times we're like, hey, I'm doing a party. We don't invite anyone and nobody shows up and we get discouraged. We don't want to do it anymore. I think about my 4-year-old had a birthday earlier this month, and I sent out about 16 invitations, and the last thing I wanted was for nobody to show up. And what if I just created a Facebook invite and invited those 16 people, and that's all I ever did? I didn't send them a message. I didn't mail them out an invitation. I didn't follow up with them. Who would have shown up to my 4-year-old's birthday party? And if it was no one, that's my own fault. And so how many people are you inviting, and how are you following up and making them value this party so that way they show? So keep those things in mind when you're thinking about parties, and make sure that you are allotting the amount of time you need to make it successful. All right, let's talk about messages real quick. Okay, you should have a hundreds list or even a thousands list, right? A list that's constantly growing of how you're contacting people and staying connected. And so when messaging on your 6 list, you can say, I'm going to do X amount of new people. I'm going to do X amount of follow-ups. I'm going to just build relationships today. Sometimes that's nice. Sometimes we just don't want to message one more person about the products or the business just because we don't feel good. So on days like that, that's when I'm sending out personal messages. I'm scrolling through Facebook. I see somebody. I send them a personal message. I'm like, hey, that looked like so much fun taking your family to Disneyland. How long were you there for? Did you have so much fun? And I'm just sending them a personal message and building a relationship, giving them compliments, because when you serve others, then it makes you feel better inside. And so I don't even have to feel stressed about having an alternative, or how do you say that word? I don't know. Alternative motive. All right. I'm not even going to try anymore, but you guys know what I'm talking about. To message people, but I'm just building relationships, and I'm just enjoying having that stress-free, no pressure conversation. And I think that that's healthy. Maybe you're going to send messages about the deals. Maybe you're sending messages to potential distributors, potential loyal customers, existing customers. Sending messages should be on your 6 list, right? What kind is totally up to you. Using the products. Okay, let's talk about products, how products can be on your 6 list. If you're having a hard time being consistent, put using your greens, drinking your greens on your 6 list, right? And take a picture of the different ways that you're drinking them. I know as a team, we did a challenge, 7 days, greens, 7 different ways. And everybody had to post every single day how they were drinking their greens, and they couldn't do the same way. They had to do a different way every day for 7 days, which was fun. Right now I'm making an album called It Works Products, where I'm posting information and pictures of me using the products in a collage. That's kind of fun for me, and it's different. You can do a live video talking about how to use the products or steps to using the products or what they do, just kind of educating your audience in a different way. I love when people do the step-by-step photos of how to wrap, and they take little selfies and like put it together on a collage. You can do that with a lot of different products, how to use them. You can do a product spotlight every day, which, we've kind of talked about a little bit. Then moving on to distributors. Okay, what can you do with your current distributors that you have and maybe some potential distributors that you don't have, and put it on your 6 list? I feel like recognition is super important. So if you got a downline or an upline that's kicking butt, that's supportive, that's helping you, that's making you feel like motivated and inspired, or just doing a great job, shout them out, make a post about it, send them a personal message, right? So maybe you want to take a day where you just give recognition to people, and whatever that looks like, maybe you're mailing out cards or little gifts or just something to show people that they are appreciated, because that goes a long way. If there's anybody new that's in your downline, sending them a personal welcome message like, hey, my name's Tamika Davis. I'm your Double Diamond leader. I'm so excited. If, so-and-so enrolled you, they're a great person. But if you ever need anything, I'm here to help, and help give you that support. So welcoming them, sending personal messages that way, making a post on Facebook and welcoming them so that way your market can see that there are people that are signing up. Other things is message people in your downline, get to know them, ask them questions, build that relationship, and then maybe make a post and just be like, I want to introduce you to so-and-so on my team. They're a mom of 3 and they joined this business for A, B, and C. And, you get to kind of share their story, make a post about that, or even, you don't even have to make a post, just get to know them. You can put on a team training, whether it's on Zoom, whether it's a Facebook Live, whether it's an in-person run. You can do a team party. I know for me, I like to do one online party all together as a team at least once a month. I like to also do a team night once a month where we get together and make dream boards, or we do some kind of just fun activity that's not necessarily business related. In the past, we've made bath bombs or just done facials together. We did a really fun one, 2 months ago. So with the movie Inside Out, we actually created our own islands, and I've got it right back here on my wall. I don't know if I can show you. Let's see. Yeah, so that one over there, let's see. We made dream boards last December, which is kind of fun. And then over here, we made islands. So these are like from that movie Inside Out. So I have a family island, It Works island, active island, and spiritual island. And I was able to, just kind of decorate my own islands. That was a lot of fun. And just building relationships that way. You can do a one-on-one Zoom. So that's something else that I do. I contact my team. Hey, what do you need help with? Let's do a one-on-one Zoom. Let's set up a game plan for the week or for the month. You could do a potential distributor call. You could do one-on-one with your potential distributors. You can do a big group potential distributor. You can do an online party for that, whatever, but do something to help, plant that seed a little deeper for those potential distributors that you and your team have joining. Let's see. Create a training process. If you don't have, I keep saying too much, I'm going to try and stop. If you don't have time set out in your day to train your new distributors, then how are you going to be bringing new distributors in? If you don't have a method of how, a distributor signs and within 24 hours, they've already got their first customer, their second customer, their third customer, whatever goal you set, how are you going to make that happen? Get some scripts already written out. I said it again, get some scripts written out. So that way it's easy for you to copy and paste, and you kind of know how you're going to take them through the training process, what you feel is important, what you want them to do. Oh, I just thought of one. Back to you. Share your story. Sharing your story at least 3 to 5 times a week is going to be a game changer if you're not used to that. And you can share different aspects of your story. That's a really good thing to put on your 6 list. Check in with your team. Just say, hey, how are you doing? What can I help you with? Okay, have that open communication so that they know that they can come to you whenever they need. And then also something that I've started doing recently, which I really love, is just doing power hours. Say, hey, I'm doing a power hour. Anyone want to join me? Let's go. Set up an outline, make it happen. And if nobody joins you, do it by yourself. But that's going to help utilize your time in a really quick and effective way. And if you don't know what a power hour is, then that's what's on your 6 list. Search for what a power hour is, right? There are just so many things that you can do to build your business and to have fun and get excited while doing it. I know I'm excited just talking about all these. I'm like, man, I haven't done that in a while. I want to go do that. Okay, let's talk about customers. Message your existing customers to update their orders. I do this usually on the 25th of every month. Now, I didn't do it on the 25th this month because of all the Cyber Monday, Black Friday deals. I've done a lot of messaging. So, the 28th, 29th, that's when that is happening this month. But I like to update all of my existing customers' orders before the next month hits, because then all my existing customers are done and I can focus on all of the new ones. So messaging your existing customers, updating their orders, messaging your past customers, continue building those relationships. I like to send thank you cards to all of my new customers. So like today, I had to put that on my 6 list. Get my thank you cards sent. So I wrote them all out in here. I created these little cards. This was on a 6 list at one point in time. I created these little punch cards. I sent them a thank you letter with that punch card inside and send it to them in the mail. You can send emails out on a weekly basis or on a monthly basis if you want to. Write a thank you on Facebook if you haven't done that. You can post about customers that redeem their perks points. You can message customers about their perks points. You can mail out samples, deliver them with catalogs, mail out Blitz cards. I've heard that people, they put their business card or their Blitz cards inside of like their electric bill when they mail it out. So if you know this is the day you send your bills out and you want to do that, then go ahead and do that. You can get as creative as you want. That's all I have for customers, and I'm sure there's more. I'm sure there's so much more that we can do for our customers to just appreciate and love on them. Ooh, I just thought of another one that I didn't write down. Message your customers and have them tag you in a post, or have them write the review or post their before and after pictures and tag you in it. Definitely helping them get their results and then helping them be excited and share it, because customers make the best distributors later on. We are almost done. Okay, building relationships. This can be on your 6 list. Adding friends. So maybe you make it a goal that 5 times throughout the day you're going to get on Facebook or Instagram and add friends for 10 minutes straight. Okay, put that on your 6 list. Say, I really want to expand my network today. I've got time. I'm going to add friends at 9 a.m., 11, 3, 6, and 9 p.m. And you're going to spend 10 minutes, set a timer, add friends. Maybe the same thing with engaging. Like, I'm going to spend 10 minutes on Facebook liking and commenting on as many people's stuff as I possibly can, building relationships that way. And then as far as business, things that you can do on your 6 list, check your reports, run your decline report. Send messages, say, hey, do I need to update your card that's on file? Your order didn't go through this month, and helping your team do the same thing, because if they're new to the business and they're having declines, they don't know how to fix it. And so being able to help them with declines, and then you also taking care of your own, because that is just money lost for everybody, and your customers don't get their products and they don't know how to fix it most of the time. Charting should be on your 6 list. I like to chart at least once a week. I like to chart on Thursdays usually, because then if there's any declines or anything like that, usually Friday's payday. If there's perks points, I can help push those through to go through on Friday, whatever. So I like to chart and see where my numbers are on Thursdays usually. I look at perks points on there. You can find a vendor event, go to the gym, plan a Blitz day where you're just gonna, get a stack of 25 Blitz cards and make it your goal to knock them home until they are all gone. And if you don't know what a Blitz is, put that on your 6 list. If you don't know different ways to Blitz, put that on your 6 list. Do some research, find some fun ways to Blitz and get your name out there. So let me just think real quick. Something else that I've done is I've made a binder of all the product information. I go to the dollar store, buy thank you cards if I need to put that on my 6 list. Get ready for vendor events. So I've got a little tub where I've got like everything that I need for vendor events. So sometimes I need to clean that out or switch it out. I have a day sometimes where I like to get all ready and take marketing material pictures, so I can take pictures with all my products. I can change my shirts. That way I have, I did my face and makeup all good, but, maybe change out some shirts and take some different pictures in different areas of my house. Maybe I'm holding it, maybe it's in the background, just taking some marketing photos. Ooh, I like to organize albums in my phone. So like So whenever I find like cute pictures or something and I want to save them, so I'll save them into different albums, and same thing with wording. So as I'm scrolling through Facebook and someone has some really good wording, I'll save it in my notes section, and then sometimes I'll be going through that and editing it so I have it. And then like I said, with new distributors or even customers, having that script, like, thank you so much for your order, your ID number is this, your password's this, we'll be in contact often, thank you so much for your order. And having that already typed out that I can just copy and paste and enter the information is definitely going to save you some time. I have something in my phone that's like 15 different ways to describe the loyal customer format, which has been super helpful. I just learned that you can upload all the product information onto your Google Drive app on your phone, or like into your file app on your phone. And so then you have all the PDFs that if you need to ship them out, that's something you can put on your 6 list. That's all I can think about. So I hope this was helpful. I hope that you guys start using a 6 list. You can see that there are so many different things that you can do to build your business on a daily basis. And it's just a matter of doing it. Having the discipline to think about your day the night before, write out at least 6 things that you're going to do to build your business that day. And, some of these things like post, message, add friends, you'll need to write it down till you get in the habit. And now for me, those aren't even on my 6 list anymore. They happen every single day naturally. And so then I can pick 6 other things that maybe challenge me or that will build my business a little bit better or a little bit faster in a better way. And, for you guys that are new, that's okay that you have simple things to start out with. Okay. Because this business is built day by day, not in a day. So you can't just join and think that you're going to know how to do all of this stuff and then do it and feel comfortable with it. So definitely start with where you're at, be consistent, and then do a little bit more, do a little bit more, do a little bit more. So let's get those 6 lists started.